Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's Facebook Live. If this is the first time you're joining us here, we're doing the 6th installment of Virtual High School's Post-Secondary Information Session. And today we are here with Jackie Glover, a recruitment officer from Brock University. If you don't know, my name is Richard Vallejo. I am Virtual High School's Student Service Representative. So Jackie, you're going to be telling us about Brock University and explain why it might be a great fit for many of the students that are looking to apply and eventually go to university. We do have a lot of students applying now. I know deadlines are coming up for January, I believe. You might talk about that here in just a bit. Yeah. So if this is something you're interested in, applying to Brock University, maybe you already know something about the university. If not, there's a good information for you to have. If you have any questions, you can leave it on our video as you're watching. And if you're watching even later on, go ahead and still leave the questions. Anyway, if you don't know anything about Brock University, this is a perfect session for you to watch, as Jennifer will be telling us. Sorry, Jackie. Jackie is going to be telling us about Brock University. So until then, why don't you just take 10 minutes or however long you need to share with us about Brock University.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Richard. So hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're looking forward to speaking to you today about the experiences that you guys can get at Brock University. So my name is Jackie. I am now a recruitment officer for Brock University, but I'm also a recent graduate myself from the concurrent education program. So I'm now an Ontario certified teacher, so I love going to high schools, speaking to secondary students about the possibilities that they can have in post-secondary. So to start off, if you're somebody who's looking forward to being more than just a number in your post-secondary experience and you really want to gain some hands-on learning opportunities, Brock is definitely the school for you. So we are home to about 19,000 students. That makes us a mid-sized institution. So we say we're large enough to be attracting world-class professors and research, but we're small enough that you get to know them personally. My favorite part about Brock has always been being able to walk around campus and always seeing a friendly face in the hallways and somebody that I can say hello to and stop and chat with. Now these 19,000 students are happy students. So just a few weeks ago, Maclean's magazine actually ranked us to be in the top 3 comprehensive universities in Canada to have the highest student satisfaction rate. Wow. So what that means is alumni, just like myself, whenever we're asked if we could go back and do it all over again, we always say, absolutely, we'd love to. And as we know, happy students are successful students, which also leads to why at Brock we have a 98% graduate success rate. So that means that after 2 years of graduating, our students have gone on to pursue a full-time career. So a little bit about Brock. We are located in St. Catharines, which is the heart of the Niagara region. So if you're not familiar with St. Catharines, hopefully you're familiar with Niagara Falls, because we are located about 15 minutes away from Niagara Falls. Which makes us also about 20 minutes away from the United States border. So if you're interested in going to watch a Bills game or do some shopping, you're not too far from there. And we're also about an hour and 30 minutes away from the Greater Toronto area. So if you want to head to Toronto for a weekend to do some shopping, you can absolutely do that as well. So that's to give you a little idea of where we're located. And a fun fact about Brock, we are located on a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. So what that means is that the United Nations protects the land that we're located on. So if you ever get to come to Brock, which we hope you do, come for a tour, you'll notice that our campus is very green and beautiful. And like I mentioned, that's because we're protected by the United Nations. Oh, so yeah, it's a really beautiful space. We have lots of hikes and nice trails to take advantage of. I always recommend going on a run in between your classes. Now a little bit more about our location. We are also a self-contained campus. So there's really only two ways into campus and 2 ways out. So it keeps us very safe. Everybody who's walking around Brock is there for a purpose, as we do take the safety and well-being of our students very seriously. Now, if you go just below the Niagara Escarpment, downtown St. Catharines is the home to a vibrant arts and entertainment culture. So there's plenty of things for students to do and to see, such as attending some of our home games at the big Meridian Center Arena, or going to some of the coffee and antique shops downtown to do some of their studies. So there's always lots to enjoy. It is. It's a fun spot to be in. Now, you've probably already heard me say the word experience multiple times, and it's not going to stop because at Brock, we are very, very passionate about giving you a unique and individualized, unforgettable experience. So in order to do that, we've implemented experiential learning opportunities across all of our programs at Brock. So these include co-op internships, service learning placements, exchange opportunities. So I'll begin with co-op. Co-op is offered in the majority of Brock programs, and it's direct entry straight from high school. So you can apply to it on the OUAC website when you apply for the undergraduate program of your choosing. Best part about it is that you'll gain a minimum 12 months paid and relevant work experience. However, if by chance the program you're interested in does not come with a co-op opportunity, it will always come with some other form of experiential learning, again, such as exchange opportunities. With exchange, you pay regular Brock tuition, you're earning Brock credit to go travel the world and complete your studies in one of our 80 partner schools worldwide.
That's neat.
It's really neat, and that was my biggest regret. It was not taking part in an international opportunity in university, so I definitely encourage everybody to do that when they get the chance. Now, a little bit, I'm sure a lot of students are thinking about those big lecture sizes in university. I'm sure you already have an idea in your head, that big lecture hall that could hold up to about 500 students. If that's something you've been looking forward to all your life, I'm sure you will be able to experience that at some point in your university career. However, every single lecture that we have, we pair with a lab, seminar, or tutorial. So let's say you have a lecture of 300 students. We're going to break it down into small groups of 15 to 20. In those small groups, you get to work closely with your professor or a teaching assistant, who's somebody who works closely with the professor, to discuss course content, upcoming assignments or exams. And it's really the best place to ask those questions that you don't feel comfortable asking in a room of 300 people. I also met some of my best friends in seminars because you do get to meet students from other programs as well. So it has that nice social aspect to it as well.
And what is that called, the approach of, I mean, kind of big classroom, small, homey as well?
Yeah, so it's to encourage that hands-on learning opportunities. So labs, seminars, and tutorials. And those will be paired with all major lecture sizes. And those will start in your first year, so you don't have to worry about only having big class sizes. You're more than just a number at Brock.
Perfect.
Yeah. And again, we have very flexible program options as well. So if you're a student who has a strong passion, you know you want to be an accountant, but you also absolutely love music, why not combine the two, have a major and a minor to add that secondary specialization. And that also includes electives, so you're able to venture out and take courses from all different programs that we offer at Brock. So I won't go in to speak about all the faculties because there's so much I can say about each one, but I will mention the faculties that we offer at Brock. So a faculty is a grouping of programs that fall under a similar area of interest or research. So we have 6 undergraduate faculties for students to apply straight into. These include the Faculty of the Applied Health Sciences, the Faculty of Education, the Goodman School of Business, the Faculty of Humanities, and within that we have the Marilyn I. Walker School of Fine and Performing Arts. We also have the Faculty of Math and Science and the Faculty of Social Sciences. Now, I know everyone's just focusing on graduating high school right now, but in case anyone's thinking far ahead too, we do offer 49 graduate study programs for you to take advantage of after your undergraduate degree as well. So those include master's or PhD programs for students.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, all the information on what courses or programs are offered is on the website?
It is on the website. So if you go into the website, type into the search bar which program you're interested in, and some admission criteria will pop up. So regarding the expected admission average for the year, required prerequisite courses you have to have in your grade 12 year, which I'll go into a little bit more afterwards, but that is all on the website. And I'm also leaving some of our view books here at the virtual high school home base. So if you are interested in receiving one of those books, you can contact them. They'll be able to send you a book. Otherwise, all of our information, though, is online for you to access.
Perfect. Wonderful. Jackie, thank you for sharing all that with us. You can certainly hear the love and passion you have for Brock University. So,
I love it.
No, that's good. It's certainly very contagious. So if you're just now joining us, Jackie Glover just finished giving us a brief presentation as to why Brock University might be a good option for you as you're nearing the end of your high school. career there and looking to go post-secondary. As always, we're going to have a few question and answer minutes here, and if you have any questions, if you think of anything while you're watching, if you're watching right now, go ahead and type it into our Facebook Live there, and we'll go ahead and answer them for you. And of course, if you're going to watch this afterwards, again, make sure you leave questions there. If you have them, we'll put you in contact with the right person and help you out from there.
For sure.
So for now, can you tell us a little bit more about the summer orientation program offered for students there at university?
Yes, absolutely. So we know it's a big transition coming off to university. So we want to ease you through this time in your life. So we do have 3 summer orientation programs. We have base camp, LEAP, and Smart Start. So one that I'll talk about today is Smart Start. So Smart Start is a 1-day summer orientation program. It's essentially your first day of university before your first day of university. So you get to come in, you get to meet with older upper year students and first year students just like yourselves. And it's a great way to find out not only what to expect in your first year, but more importantly in your first week. We'll review your schedule to make sure you're enrolled in all the courses you need to be in your first year.
That's good.
And we'll also give you a personalized tour of campus so that on day 1 you know exactly where your classes are and you're not walking around school feeling nervous.
That's good. Certainly preparing the students, the first year students. Another question is, what are, you didn't mention all the programs that you have. Which ones would you say are the most competitive? And what are the anticipated averages that a student wanting to attend one of those competitive programs needs to have? Yeah,
absolutely. So that's a great question, Richard. We always get a lot of questions about our popular programs, but I just want to keep in mind, if you're a student that's interested in a program that I don't mention, all of the programs that we offer at Brock, we specialize in. So all of the programs do have world-class professors and research involved in their development. So any program you choose, you will be getting an excellent education. However, some of our larger programs are concurrent education and consecutive education. So those are to become a teacher, an Ontario certified teacher. We do have a fair amount of students enrolled in kinesiology. That's another one of our large programs. Our Goodman School of Business, which includes accounting, business administration, and an international dual degree co-op. These are also quite large programs at our school. And one I'll also mention is our Bachelor of Sport Management. I mention this one because we are the only school in Canada that can provide you with a Bachelor of Sport Management. So if you are interested in that designation, it definitely is a great school for that opportunity. But there's so many programs. We also have a game design and a game programming program, and these are combined with Niagara College. So typically students would be gaining a diploma from Niagara College an advanced diploma in game development from Niagara College, which could take up to 3 years, and then they would have separately completed a 4-year degree in either game design or game programming. However, through our program, students will receive both the advanced diploma and either a Bachelor of Science or Arts in 4 years total.
Wonderful. And as far as averages, all that information they can find on the website?
It's all on the website, but there's no cutoff. We don't have a cutoff at Brock. So you don't have to worry. We just have a range. So for some examples, for example, if you're looking at certain concurrent education programs, you may notice it says low 80s. So that's according to the past, sort of the range that we're going to be looking at for students to come in with. So for the best chance of getting in the program, get those high marks in your final year of studies for the best chance of getting in.
Wonderful. And of course, if you're a virtual high school student, you know we offer 24/7 on-demand online tutoring, so make sure that you utilize that.
Yes.
So that you can get the good marks that you need. One of the questions that I was going to ask you, and you already kind of answered it with the sports management, is that
yes, sport
program?
Management.
I wanted to know what are the real unique courses or programs that are offered there, that obviously being one of them.
That is one of them. Again, game design and game programming is quite unique. We also recently have implemented accelerated mathematics at Brock.
Oh boy.
So students can now complete their math degree in 3 years. So if you're interested in getting a math degree in 3 years, we offer that for you in our Faculty of Mathematics and Science, of course. And something else that's very unique to Brock is our Enology and Viticulture program. So if you're interested in learning how to make the ultimate homemade gift, this may be the program for you. So enology and viticulture is the study of grape growing and winemaking. And there's no better place to learn how to explore this than in the heart of wine culture.
There you go.
So Niagara is wine culture in Ontario. So we definitely encourage you to check it out. But do keep in mind it is quite science heavy. So we will take courses such as organic chemistry. So just keep that in mind if you're interested in that program. And then there are co-op opportunities and internships as well.
That sounds neat.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Certainly very unique.
Yeah.
Now, a very common question students have is living. Where is the student going to live? Is on-campus residence guaranteed for first-year students? How does that work?
Yeah, so great question as well. So currently, if you are a grade 12 student coming straight out of high school, regular full-time studies, you are guaranteed residence at Brock. Nice. So we do have 3 styles for you to choose from. We have traditional, semi-suite, and townhouse, and they all come with a mandatory meal plan. However, we have reduced rates depending on how much students think they will or will not eat in their first year. And you don't have to worry about any dietary needs or restrictions because we can meet all those needs with our chefs on campus. But one more thing I should have mentioned, with that guarantee, you do have to get your forms and fees in prior to June 3rd because we all know how banking works. And I know it seems really far in the future from right now, but it comes up really quickly, so make sure to jot down that date while you can.
Well, since you started talking about that, another super popular question is financial aid options.
Yes.
What's available for our students?
Exactly. So we at Brock have one of the most generous and best award and bursary programs in the country. Nice. So I love talking about this. If you come to Brock with an admission average, again, admission average being that top 6 grade 12 university or mixed level courses, if you come to Brock with an admission average of 80% or higher, you're automatically guaranteed a scholarship from us. You don't have to apply separately for this. Once you apply to Brock on the OUAC website, you're automatically being considered for the scholarship. So let's say you come to Brock, I know it on the top of my head because I love talking about scholarships. Let's say you come to Brock with an 85 to an 89.9% admission average, you will receive $6,000 from us, and you'll receive a quarter of that each year of your studies.
Wow.
So every year it's renewable as long as you maintain an 80% or higher, but it's also regainable. So let's say one year you fall below an 80. It happened to myself. It happens to a lot of students.
And it happens.
It does happen. If you work really, really hard the next year, you can regain your scholarship. That money will go right back into your account because we want to reward you for getting your average back up and working really hard. So that's also something to keep in mind. And also keep in mind that the original amount that you are offered will never change. So let's say you come to Brock with a 93% admission average. You'll receive $16,000 from us, and you'll receive a quarter of that, which is $4,000 each year. You don't have to maintain a 93, although we'd love it if you do. But if you come in with a 93, all you have to maintain is an 80 or higher, and you will still receive that original amount of money you were offered. So strive as high as you can in your final year of high school to get the most amount of money.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That sounds certainly very securing. Yeah?
It is.
Students can figure that out there. So all that information as well is going to be on the website.
It is. One more I want to mention as
Yes,
well.
sorry.
Also on our website is the One App. It's one application, takes 30 to 40 minutes to fill out, and you'll be entered to receive over 100 different award and bursaries you never even knew existed. And as an incoming first year, you have 2 opportunities to fill it out. One, when you apply on the OUAC website, you can also apply at the same time on our Brock website. And you have a second chance in April with all the current Brock students. So definitely a lot of opportunities to get some money and bursaries and all that from us.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's super exciting to hear. Now, you mentioned about the happy students at Brock. What was that award that you guys got?
So Maclean's magazine ranked us to be in the top 3 school, comprehensive universities in Canada to have the highest student satisfaction rate.
Student satisfaction.
Yes.
There you go. And that's great. And obviously, your charisma about it is a great testimony to that.
Thank you.
Now, obviously, students enjoy learning, but there's also got to be some extracurricular activities that they really enjoy. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Maybe some after academic activities you can do there on the campus.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's lots of ways to get involved on campus. We've already talked about finding you a room on campus. You're already secure. Now we got to get you involved. So we do have one of the widest varieties of varsity and club sports for students to take part in. And if you are interested in trying out for one of those teams, you can go to gobadgers.ca, fill out a prospective athlete form, and we also recommend getting in contact with the coach to begin pumping your own tires and tell them why you'd like to continue these sports in university. We also have intramurals offered for all students. They're at the beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels, and you can sign up as an individual or as a team. Now, if you enjoy sports, but you may not be the Kobe of your friend group, we still encourage you to come out and support your fellow Badger athletes. Last year, we sent a bus of about 50 students for $50 a person all the way to Nova Scotia to cheer on our men and women's basketball team. Wow. So really, we take the fans just as seriously as we do the athletes. They're all a part of the team in the success.
That's really neat.
It is. And we also have our Brock University Students Union, BUSU for short. They're like a student council in high school. And they've ratified over 90 clubs on campus, which are interest, athletic, and academic based.
Wonderful. Great. So certainly lots to do after you've done all your homework.
Yes.
So our last question here for you, Jackie, is you mentioned about the summer programs if you've already been admitted into
Yes.
Brock. What about if someone is looking to apply to Brock University but wants to visit the campus first? You guys do tours or open houses or something? How would we know?
Yes, great question, because we definitely encourage you to come see our campus. The best way to know if a university is the fit for you is to walk around their campus grounds. That's really when you'll know and you get that at-home feeling. So we do have an open house coming up on April 7th, 2019. And we also always have walking tours Monday to Friday and select weekends. Both of those opportunities are free registration on our website. We just ask that you register ahead of time so that we can set you up with a tour guide and we know you're coming, and hopefully you can get some free swag. Nice. Yeah, so we definitely encourage you to come out for one of those events. We did have our fall preview day a couple weeks ago. Hopefully some of you were able to make it. It was a huge success, and we're expecting the same for our open house.
Great. Yeah. Wonderful. No, that sounds great. Well, Jackie, thank you for answering all those questions for us. We'd like to invite you to ask your questions again. I know I keep saying that. Like our video, follow us on Facebook. We can stay in touch that way. We're doing more virtual high school post-secondary information sessions. So if you're now in the process of applying to universities and want to know a bit more about that, go to our Facebook, visit our website, call us, and we'll make sure you have the information that you need. We'll stay in touch that way. Again, Jackie, thank you for coming and telling us more about Brock University.
Thanks so much for tuning in.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.